so it looks like players have already readied up. The IBI survivors are ready to go in, and so is the hunter. We are just waiting for the game to start, and yeah, it just started. It just started. It looks like so. The hunter is starting off with the bans, and it's gonna be the Chinatown. So looks like he's going to ban Seer and Antiquarian. So this does give survivors a room to pick something like Priestless here, because Priestless is very strong on this map. She's very map dependent, but they have a lot of choices too in round one. There are not many survivors banned, so let's see what they are going to pick here.
I know Hullabaloo doesn't tend to be the best pick for a Chinatown, but it is round one, so Hullabaloo can always be in play. Great man possibility.
Yeah, they could pick. He could pick Goatman. He could pick Hullabaloo, but it looks like they're planning to lock the Perfumer. Yeah, they're looking in Perfumer and First Officer. So Goatman here would be very risky because Perfumer counters Goatman. So Walmart might decide to go with Hullabaloo or any other of Meta Hunter. Looks like he's banning Aeroplanist. And
yeah, definitely wouldn't want to go for definitely wouldn't want to go for Greatman so far against this, but one person I'm interested to see is if we're going to get a Smiley at any point, especially on Chinatown.
Yeah. Oh, they just went with the. Oh, looks like there was a mistake there. They were planning to lock the painter, but the time ran out, and because the time ran out, the game automatically locked in the lucky guy. So a little bit of a mistake here. The game has been paused immediately. Let's see what they're going to do here. They might just completely restart the game here. They do have an option to restart the game, and yeah, they really wanted to pick the painter here, but unfortunately because of the mistake, the game has been paused. Yeah, we looks like we are completely restarting the game here. We are just gonna have to do the same thing.
Yeah, we're just shuffling back into our spectator seats, and we'll just get to re-inviting everyone in. Yeah, I don't know much about either of these teams, any of the players, so I'm interested to see what they play.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing them too. I have seen Walmart before, but the survivors, this is the first time too. Looks like the survivors have gotten it. They're already readied up. We are just waiting for the hunter here, for the hunter to get in. And based off what Walmart was banning, he might be going with Hullabaloo, or he might even be going with the clown, because the Antiquarian and Seer, they are very good against clowns. Seer is the type of survivor who is good against every single hunter, because the owl can block everything basically. There are very few counters to him, so he always gets banned. So Seer ban makes sense. He could play anything, but the Antiquarian ban kinda tells me that it's going to be yeah, he might just play clown, or he might just play any non-meta hunter that Antiquarian counters.
Yeah.
And he also banned Aeroplanist as well. So it's very interesting to see what he's going to pick. The Hullabaloo and Coatman, they are type of characters where yes, the Antiquarian counters them, but you can still bait the stick out. It's not consistent. Sometimes what happens is Antiquarian goes for a disarm, and and she misses the disarm, and because of that she dies quite quickly. So looks like we are going back in. Yeah, the first bans and picks are going to be the same. We are gonna see the perfumer and first officer coming out, and the third pick will be the painter. So painter is the type of survivor that it's a little bit risky to pick him. You really need that painting. You really need to draw that painting. Look at the hunter, and then you can start using your ability. And what happens usually is sometimes the hunters can get a hit before the painter can get the painting. So looks like we are on the fourth ban here. I'm expecting him to ban the rescuer. Oh no, the rescuer has been picked. He's gonna ban the kite and the novelist.
I'm fairly certain this is going to be a smiley from those bans. Those are very smiley or anti-smiley bans. As someone who plays them.
Smiley can be very powerful here. He counters first officer. He also counters the perfumer because you can bait out the perfume. And the painter can technically counter the clown, but once he has drawn a painting, and well, you need to look at the hunter to draw the painting, and because of that, painter is usually forced to take the first hit and then draw the painting. So the only survivor that really counters here is the magician, and the magician against clown is kinda a skill matchup because clown can still bait out the wand just like he can bait out the perfume. So clown could be a very good pick here. Plus this is the best map for clown. There are very few strong pallets and strong windows that clown cannot really go around, that he has to break the pallet, that he has to wall the pallet. There are not many like that. It's usually wide open area, it's usually weak pallets, and some windows can even be broken just by vaulting them too much. So looks like the survivors are picking up the trades here, and they have just finished picking the trades. And I'm really wondering what Walmart is going to pick.
Yeah, the thing is with Chinatown as well, when you play Smiley, given how straight it is and how the spawn as well, you can usually gather your parts fairly quickly, and that tends to be the main starting bit of a Smiley, to get as many parts as you can do before chasing the first survivor. Because if you chase someone without those parts, you're going to get a little bit stuck throughout the match if you're not able to get any more while you're chasing. Usually you want that chase to be over pretty quickly as well, so it's a risky play if you don't gather those parts up. So Chinatown, I feel very, very confident it's going to be a Smiley, but I'm not open for anyone. Be good to see.
It looks like he's Howling Goatman. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about the Goatman. Goatman is a very strong hunter, but in this matchup he's a little bit weak since he does get counter-picked by the perfumer. Looks like they are going to bring suicide full kite on magician. They're going to also bring suicide on the painter, but he's gonna go with the broken windows and the tide turner. And perfumer has a tide turner here, which is very good for the survivors because perfumer is so strong against the Goatman. He does not really need she does not really need broken windows or flywheel to kite out the Goatman. But painter here can be a very good target because he does not have a flywheel and he needs to draw the painting. Look at the hunter to get the painting before he can really counter the Goatman. But it looks like Goatman spawned near the magician here. So what is he going to do is the question. Perfumer chase will be very difficult, so he's kind of forced to chase the magician, and the magician is quite strong against the Goatman, but it's a skill matchup. Goatman can still hit the magician while he's invisible. Technically, the magician has to mind game the Goatman.
Yeah, with the magician's buff recently though, with using the wand, very much could help with escaping the cages. As long as that decoy gets hit, it gives them a little bit of a speed boost, which could get them to the wall to get to the other side.
Yeah. On top of that magician is in hotel, the best kiting place on this map, so it could be very difficult. that could
Oh, yeah,
make it
100%.
even more difficult for Volmar to down the magician. If the magician goes up into the 2-story as soon as the game starts, and Walmart actually decides to chase the magician, he could kite for quite a while.
Looks like we're loading into the game. Should be starting fairly soon.
Okay, looks like the match has begun. Who is he going to chase? He is going to chase the magician. Magician decided he's going to go into the hotel. Gets caught out. He decides he's going to leave the hotel straight away. He's kind of in the wide open area, and he's trapped in the cage. He does have a pallet in the cage if he uses the wand. Oh, but he hits inside the wand. And yeah, this is what we are talking about. Magician can counter Goatman, but it's a little bit risky. You can still get hit in the wand, and looks like using the wand perfectly in the pallet. And Volmar trying to go back. Well, it's not really going to work. He looks like he's going to be able to kite out the cage, and he almost gets the terror shock. But instead, Magician will be able to get the pallet speed boost and go to the next kiting area.
Very nice save of that second wand.
Yeah, and looks like Magician, he manages to reach the pallet. Oh no, he cages, but he blocks the Magician off. So
Yes.
this building that the cage just went into is so big that you cannot go through the cage. So what happens is that he actually ended up blocking the Magician, and he has abnormal here. He can abnormal the Cypher, and he can completely take over the game here. This is a perfect position for the Goatman.
Yeah, Cypher's been reduced back to 8%. They're basically on 2 Cyphers now. Being put down on Cypher's really going to put them behind.
And looks like Perfumer is going to get the rescue here. She did take a chip hit, but that's not really a big problem for them. Looks like using the wand does not get hit this time. He does have a flywheel. Is gonna use it? No, he could not use the flywheel, and he died back onto the Cypher, and he used the wand as well. So this is very good for the Goatman now. He could even get the win. Honestly, they need 3 full Cyphers because of the abnormal being very good here. And he's trying to hit the first officer. Looks like first officer. He should be able to fight this.
Lovely mind gaming from the first officer when it comes to the wall.
He's trying to put down the cage. He does get the hit, but he could not injure the first officer. Looks like this is the second rescue that he could not injure, but I think he's still in a very good position.
Yeah, I feel like Cypher that got shared on, they just have to give up at this point. Not much progress on it to begin with, so hopefully they're working on the other ones.
Yeah, looks like they have 2 Cyphers. One Cypher is at 55, one Cypher is at 45, and they still need one more. Oh, Cage is on top of the first officer, gets the terror shock.
Terror shock!
Wow, the first officer thought he would be able to make it, but Volmar managed to get the terror shock just before the fault. And here's the thing. He can go and abnormal the Cypher for the second time, and he has full 120 resentment. So I just don't see how Swallows are going to come back from this. This is looking like a 4-man endgame. I mean, kill.
Very strong position for the Hunter, yeah. Getting a hit on the painter. Yeah.
He managed to stop the painter too. And is he gonna go for the chair? He might go for a slugging here. And yes, slugging would make more sense because you really want that foreman. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to start slugging, going into the wrong direction here, but he has a lot of resentment, a lot of time. No Cyphers really have progress here, so Perfume Man might even go for the rescue here to give survivors the best chance of getting at least 1 man escape.
Yeah, the government's got 120 resentment, so able to basically use as many cages as they want. So at this point, the position they're in is too strong.
Yeah, the Walmart looks like he's going to be able to farm first officer, not even giving him the chance to use the second watch, and now going after perfumer, and the perfumer only has one perfume, so she can really only kite out one cage, and after that, she she will not be able to do much. Gets the hit here with another cage. He has at least three more cages until he runs out of the cages. So goes through. Perfumer does have a pallet inside the cage, so she could get a pallet stun, but no, looks like Goatman is going to get the knockdown and picking up the survivor. I'm expecting just that he's gonna drop. He's not gonna chair. You don't wanna give survivors any chance of getting even one man escape. And
Here's
it
how well
looks
this is
like
going to be. Sorry, go ahead.
and it looks like he went in the middle. Oh wow, Painter has crossed. Painter has crossed. Or no, wait, actually it's the final deduction that activated. So now what's gonna happen is every 5 seconds the survivor and hunter will be able to see each other. But looks like Painter also has a cross, so he can always see the painter here. And yeah, but Painter has a painting and he used his whole resentment just to catch up. So he will be able to put down the cage, but it's
Oh.
not gonna matter. He's still gonna get a knockdown.
Now, going back to the perfumer just so they don't get the dungeon as well. Chances are they probably would bleed out before they reach there, but oh, I think has he lost the perfumer?
Oh wow! He
Ah,
cannot
no,
even
there
see
we
it.
go.
Looks like he found the perfumer, but survivors are bleeding out very quickly here because of the final deduction. It's like it's like you are playing against a Percy, and it looks like Painter can he heal up? It doesn't really look like it.
No, this is a 4-man. Very well
And
played. Utilization of the buildings as obstacles to stop the cages, that was definitely very, very good to see.
yeah, Walmart completely taking over here, managing to chair a survivor on the cipher very early into the game before before they even had a chance to pop it. So after third death, he managed to take over, putting him into a very good position, giving survivors no chance to even come back to the game. And especially after the terror shock, it was definitely a foreman.
Mm-hmm. All right then. So we'll be having IBI's Hunter next, I believe. Just in the process of getting everyone in. So we've seen a Goatman. Do you think we're going to see it again, or do you think we will get that smiley matchup that we were predicting?
We could code. It really depends on what IBI hunter there is more comfortable with. They could play any hunter really. They could play the meta hunter, or they could play any other hunter that they think that they are more comfortable with. So it looks like everyone is already in the lobby here, and we're gonna start our second match very soon. And yeah, the IBI hunter also needs a foreman here to just to tie up the round, which means that the survivors just need at least one man out. So we should expect picks that are good for securing guaranteed ties, such as embalmer and such as mechanic, because they are so strong at making sure that at least one survivor makes it out of the gate.
Yeah, definitely just need to focus on that one escape at the most, but we'll see how well they able to perform. Could end up as a tie still, we don't know until we see.
They could even go for a win, honestly, if they are confident in themselves. Wow, looks like we are gonna see no seer ban, straight up banning priestless and mercenary. And yeah, this does risk as survivors of going with the seer, but looks like survivors have decided to pick magician and patient. So patient is a very map dependent survivor. He needs a good area, and looks like it's going to be a hair ban.
Yeah, GG just kind of needs to focus on getting at least one person out, as said. But the main thing is, they're in the advantage here, the fact that they don't have to use all the really strong survivors in round one. All they need to do is get that one person out, so they could focus on having maybe one or two very solid survivors, and that means they could save them for the later rounds.
Looks like we are gonna see the embalmer ban. The hunter really wants to get the foreman, and looks like psychologist. So we have a patient and psychologist combo, and together they have a dash towards each other, which they can rule, which they can use, but it's not really too strong. I think they're just picking characters because all of these characters are very strong and very powerful. And it's really hard to pick a meta hunter here, such as Goatman. Goatman may get countered by three of these characters. Psychologist and Gatekeeper are both very good against Goatman, and Magician is it's a skill matchup, and Patient is weak against the Goatman. You could even go with the Hulubulu, but these survivors are very strong against Hulubulu, and the only chase you could really go for is the Magician. Looks like he's going with Waxartes could be very good pick here, or he could go with the Hermit. What is he gonna go with? Hermit. Okay, so he's going with the Hermit, and Hermit is usually a solid hunter, but he's very weak against a healing survivors. And the survivors, they do have a healing survivor, the psychologist, and they have a gravekeeper who can use shovel to remove the polarity. So this is going to be very difficult for Hermit to get a foreman. But if you are going for a foreman, I think Hermit is a good pick here, because he's a hunter who has a very good chance of getting the foreman, not letting any survivors escape.
The multiple stories on Chinatown definitely helped the Hermit being able to travel very quickly across the map. The thing I'm a little bit concerned about is the Magician's buff recently, so the decoys can actually take the charge now, if I remember correctly. So there's 3 counters for the Hermit.
Yeah, Magician is a little bit risky against a Hermit. Looks like he's going top left corner. So what's gonna happen now is he's going to block Psychologist Cypher, but this is quite risky to do in Chinatown, because in Chinatown there is a risk of 2 ciphers spawning in the hotel, one inside the hotel and one outside the hotel. And what's that gonna do is Psychologist Cipher, only one cipher is going to be blocked, and she can decode the other cipher. So looks like here he's forced to chase the patient, and I think patient could be a good chase here, but it's a little bit risky, because if patient starts spamming hook, it's gonna be very difficult for Hermit to catch up. He does not have any abilities that lets him get close to the survivor. until he gets that 1000 presence. So the first hit might be very difficult for him.
I feel patient probably is one of his only choices. Other than that, he has to go all the way across the map, which could do. Hermit. Cypher's being locked up is going to make it a bit hard for people. But I really would go for the patient personally over all the other ones. Psychologist is going to take too long to down as it is. Gravekeeper, as you said, with the shovel. Magician's decoys, if he plays it correctly, then it's going to be a bit harder to get him down because of those charge cooldowns with 0 presence.
Yeah. On top of that, Psychologist and the Magician spawned very far away from the Hermit, so he would need to walk a lot. And looks like the Hotel Cipher is blocked. Psychologist is gonna start decoding the cipher. Fair. That was closest.
Patient
Hotel.
Transitioned out of there. Looking like was aiming for the patient, but didn't see where he went. So now trying to pick their next target, and it's going to be the psych.
Looks like he's going after the Psychologist. Gravekeeper did a very good rotation here, so he gets the first hit very quickly. But Psychologist is very tanky. He's trying to cut her off, and Psychologist realizes it goes back. He does a 1000 presence, completely fails.
No!
And that's very unfortunate. He's going back again, but Psychologist saw this, and now because he has so much distance, he might use the warp to catch up. And looks like Psychologist is going up the stairs. Yeah, this is a very good position for survivors now. Trailing 1000 presence really did hurt the Hermit. And is he gonna use the warp? He's aiming it, he's using it, and but he won't be able to get the hit with it.
Yeah, I wasn't able to predict which way the Psychologist was going to go, but it looks like she's going to loop him again all the way around. And since that pallet wasn't broken, she's basically got a free escape in this area. Oh, or maybe not.
Okay, using the 1000 presence here, and it does land the polarities, but Psychologist has been kiting so long. One cipher machine has already been done. The other 2 cipher machines are 70%, and they need 2 more. So this is a very good position here for the Psychologist, and for the survivors as well.
Hermit trying to control those ciphers by reconnecting them, but by the looks of it, the Psychologist is just going to be able to loop him again.
Yeah, Hermit is going a long way. Psychologist jumps down, and this does give Hermit a chance to get the hit. He will take a hit here. However, they can still share the damage with the Psychologist. It looks like he's going with the red polarity, or no. Oh, he might get a free hit here. I don't think Psychologist can reach any windows or pallets.
No, yeah. Probably will be able to fly well, but yeah.
That's flywheel.
Psychologist making wonderful. Sorry, being distracted by the game now. She's using pallets very well here, keeping her resources.
Look at the cipher progress: 70%, 60%, and 60%. They even have an extra cipher machine. This might be a 5 cipher kite in the tournament, which is very rare to see. And he will get a hit, sharing even more damage. Hermit has hit Psychologist like 3 times, and she still has a lot of health to go with.
Yeah, the thing with Psychologist being so bulky, she's basically got the same amount of health as all the people that have been supporting her. So to change targets onto the patient is definitely a good option.
The patient is using the hook here, gaining a lot of distance. So now Hermit, who is he going to chase next? He might chase the Gravekeeper here. Yeah, he's gonna chase the Gravekeeper.
I believe so. Whether or not you realise it's the Gravekeeper or not, I'm not sure. Yeah.
And
looks like this was a 6 cipher kite.
Yeah, it's literally a six cipher kite. Looks like survivors. All of them have a suicide build, so none of them really healed up. And Hermit, he needs a foreman, but but now he's even struggling to get fun survivor knockdown, and he's gonna get a knockdown. And is he gonna warp away? Yeah, he is.
To the wrong gate.
and he's just gonna cheer. I think he's gonna take a 1 minute at this point. So I was taking 3 men here. We have a very good kite from the psychologist, and a very good job from the survivors.
Yeah, definitely using the map to its advantage with that loop all around. I have to say, pretty good aims actually from the Hermit when it came to using the single charges. He was able to quite easily grab people when he was able to position it correctly.
Yeah, the Hermit tried his best. He was doing quite good, but survivors, they managed to beat him. Hermit is usually quite a risky pick because you are either gonna get a 4-man or you are gonna get to 3-man. That is usually.
I think one of the main downfalls was the choice of Hunter into the team here. A lot of counters against him. He had a few choices of who to go for, and the one he ended up settling on was too bulky to properly down.
Yeah, the psychologist and Gravekeeper were very effective. He got a lot of hits on the psychologist, but he could not get the knockdown at all until the end game, and that really hurt him. The survivors, they also had all suicide, so he could have taken advantage of that, but unfortunately he failed, and this puts GubGub into a really good position. Their Hunter got 4-man and their survivors got 3-man, so they're going to take a round 1 win, and IBI have to win both round 2 and round 3 if they want to come out victorious in this matchup.
I definitely hope their confidence hasn't been knocked, because it's still all to play for. Round 2 and round 3 could definitely make a comeback.
Yeah, technically they have a chance, but GubGub is in a very big lead here.
Just trying to get my Discord to work, 'cause it's being a bit frozen at the minute. There we go. Just something's going on currently, but we should be being set up fairly soon.
Yeah, it looks like there is something happening, some sort of an issue. We're gonna fix it soon.
So do you have any favourite hunters or survivors that you're hoping to see coming up?
Well, honestly, I'm hoping to see Knight or a prospector, at least one of them.
Yeah, that'd be good.
They are usually not picked too often, and yeah, the thing is that there are usually more powerful survivors than prospector, so he's picked very rarely. And as for the knight, he does not really fit in too well in too many team comps, but he's like very strong so survival.
Mm-hmm. Especially, well, Knight's very good against certain hunters, especially Anne. So I'm wondering if maybe one might be being saved just for in case that TIE hunter comes up. But it'll be a case of predicting that is the issue. So hopefully we see a Knight. I do like some good predictions of the Knight. Prospector I quite enjoy as well.
Do you have any characters you want to see?
Well, judging by my mug, I'm a bit of a Reptilian fan. So I love seeing Reptilian being played.
Lizard.
Yeah, love Lizard. I'm very much I'm a hunter. Sorry, go on.
He's a very awesome meta hunter. He has a lot of potential. I would love to see a lizard myself.
Yeah, I know he could be very map dependent with certain things. Especially if sleeping tends to be a little bit of a downside for him, and that tends to be seen quite a bit in tournaments.
Yeah, he does not really want maps that have like closed buildings, shacks and factories. What would be his worst map and his best map?
His best map. So this is just me speaking from experience. So Red Church tends to be his best map, given it's small enough and able to kind of go around the map fairly quickly, and also inside of the church you can hop very easily. Shack depends in certain areas, but the window's large enough to be able to hop through that pretty quickly as well. His worst map, I'm speaking once again from experience, and it's also my own. I might be a little bit biased. I don't like going on Lakeside. Lakeside's just not really strong enough for him.
Oh really? I was expecting a hospital.
Hospital, yeah, but there is a lot of areas which you can mind game with Reptilian. Being able to jump around the walls, especially in the ruin areas, you can usually mind game at the windows or pallets in order to get people down.
Oh, I see.
Inside the hospital, the loop there can be a bit annoying, but as long as you break the pallet and try and guide them away, you have to kind of herd them away from the hospital to stop that from happening. But hospital is up there still.
Oh, I see. I see. Is Lakeside his bad map because it's big?
That, and also with how many I call them ceilings, in the sense of shack, the bow, and small bow as well. There's a little ruin section that's not towards shack, but on the other side of small bow. He can't actually jump through there very easily. There's a lot of invisible bars, which some you can jump through, some you can't. So the issue with Lakeside is that you can bring Confine to counter that, but then you don't have trump card in order to get to the other side of the map quick enough. That's where the main issue comes through.
I see. That's the map I expected the least. It looks like we are going to get into the game, and Walmart looks like he's gonna ban the same two survivors, Seer and Antiquarian.
Speaking of best map, Red Church looks like where we're going to be going over.
Oh yeah, this is Lizard's best map. It would be good if he picked him.
Maybe they heard me after that discussion.
Oh, he's okay. Looks like survivors are going with Embalmer here. They banned Hulubulu and the Mechanic. So two very strong type picks coming up out from the survivors, and now it's Falmort's turn to ban a survivor. I wonder what he's going to ban. He's going to ban a novelist. So now survivors, they could pick the rescuer here, but no, they're going to wait on the rescuer as their last pick. It looks like, yeah, they're going magician. We are seeing quite a lot of magicians today. everyone wants to play a magician, and now Walmart is banning. I'm expecting him to ban a rescuer, like first officer or mercenary, or even a gravekeeper.
Yeah, there we go, and a night ban.
Okay, looks like he did decide to ban the knight, and they're go whipping with the journalist. So journalist is technically a rescuer, but she's much weaker at kiting, and her rescuing ability is quite solid. But picking the journalist means they will have a fast cipher with mechanic and no slow decoder. Their cipher will be very fast, but at the same time you are also risking a journalist of being chased, because she's also a normal kiter. She does not have any exceptional kiting abilities. So that's the risk that survivors are taking here, that journalists could get chased, and looks like they're going to be picking traits now.
Taking the embalmer this early on, though, it's good. I mean, it doesn't hurt to take him, but at the same time, keeping him in a back pocket in case you need a tie is usually the play. But it doesn't mean that they can't win with this, which is pretty decent to see.
Yeah, and they also have the mechanical as well. As well, this is quite hard for the hunter. If he chases a mechanic, well, mechanic can use the robot to either body block while kiting, or to decode the cipher machine while she's dead. So looks like he's gonna go with the clerk here, and the clerk could be a good choice here, countering the cipher.
Oh, definitely.
But clerk really struggles with harassment and with support. So yeah, you can stop with the cipher rush, but if survivors go with support, they start body blocking, they start camping pallets, anything really, it could turn upside down. But clerk does have a really good potential here. And looks like they're spawning a journalist inside the church. They're doing this because they don't want the journalist to get chased. They're spawning here into one of the strongest kiting maps. Embalmer is going in the graveyard, and mechanic is going to go in the shack, it looks like.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a good team to go against with a clerk. The journalist might prove a little bit difficult if they're able to support, but whether or not they're able to is the question.
Yeah, journalist support can be very powerful against a clerk. If she puts down the child inside the pallet, the clerk cannot really go through. But what a clerk can do is she can record a child and force the child to drop the pallets. That way she gets pallet recordings, and it looks like she spawned near the embalmer here, and embalmer decided to spawn himself in the corner. So what he's most likely try to do is he's gonna try to drop the pallet before the clerk can get in range to record. Otherwise he'll have to go for the mind game, and it looks like Embalmer has not brought borrowed time. He brought broken windows and tide turner, and mechanic and journalist, they both have tide turners, and magician has broken windows and borrowed time.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the Aesop's going to be able to get out of there. Transitioning quickly, if the clerk's able to predict that, he's going to get cut off very quickly.
Okay, loading into the game. It looks like he's going for the mechanic here. Or is he gonna go for journalist? No, he's gonna go for the mechanic. Mechanic has deployed the bot, hiding the bot inside the locker. So they're really planning
Very
to
good choice to
use
do
the bot.
that.
Oh no, mechanic accidentally runs into the hunter, goes towards this wall, and he will take the first hit here. And Clerk, he did not even have to use any recordings here. So now he has all 3 recordings, and he's even gonna use the recording to pressure the ciphers very early into the game. And recording the palette. Oh, mechanic
The
failed.
mind game.
Yeah, she failed the mind game here, and so now Clerk has a lot of palette recordings here, and she gets a knockdown very quickly. So now this puts her into a very good position. She can just start pressuring ciphers very early into the game.
Jonas was able to pull off just in time by the looks of it. Good thing is the mix got their bot out, but the issue is if the bot gets seen, then the hunter's going to know where they are.
It looks like Clerk is pressuring 2 ciphers at once. She's using recording to pressure 1 cipher and her main body to pressure the other cipher. So this forces survivors to go in for the rescue, but Clerk cuts them off, and he's gonna be able to hit the magician. And magician is the only survivor without the titler, so he's not even gonna go for the rescue. Looks like he might just die. And oh wow, he mind games the hunter, but it doesn't matter. He's in the wide open. No one's going for the rescue. And now journalist is going for it. I think she will be able to make it in time, but she will still take a hit, putting Claire into a very good position. And he's trying to get the terror shock. He fails the terror shock, and now it looks like he's gonna double hit the journalist, and the journalist is going to pull off. It looks like going after the mechanic. Oh wow, these 2 windows, someone actually brought down these windows, so it will really help survivors kite out. And
but the mech doesn't use the gold kite. It's transitioning to a carpet.
Yeah, mechanic decided to transition away, going into the graveyard here. And remember, Claire does have these palette pickup recordings, so she can use her other recordings to pressure other ciphers while she's chasing the mechanic. And she even has a window recording. So now this now this is a very good position for her, because she's going to be able to pressure ciphers very quickly and going to put down a lot of pressure to it.
Mech's bot not able to finish the cipher off before she died by the looks of it, being rested at 89%.
Yeah. And on top of all of that, they still need a full cipher. Oh wow, it looks like magician and the journalist are kinda running towards each other. Oh wow, drops the pallet and that automatically cancels the child. So was able to get a knockdown because of that. That's a very good interaction from the clerk. It looks like completely countering journalist child, and now they still have to finish the last 2 ciphers while going for the rescue, and while Claire can really pressure these cipher machines.
Using a chip hits it down the bot, so no one can finish that cipher with the bot anymore.
And now Embalmer is going for the rescue, and he does get the rescue. Can the child body block? Oh, looks like the child can drop the pallet. And blink. Yeah, gets the blink here, getting the guaranteed knockdown. And I think survivors have to go for a 1-man here. And
yeah, everyone's injured. No one.
They could go for a heal even. They have 3 ciphers, so what this means is that it's gonna be harder for the clerk to pressure the cipher, and they have 2 choices here. One, they can completely sell, and 2, yeah, they can heal up. or three, what they could have done is they could have used Embalmer's coffin to get the rescue, but looks like they're not going to do that. Clerk realizing that they're not going for a rescue is going to play very aggressive here, and they were able to get one kill off, but looks like he's going to be able to find them instantly, and he's going to chase the Embalmer.
Trying to red light trick. Able to get the pallet. Yeah, there's a hit. Heal's gone to waste by the looks of it, unfortunately.
He still has 2 more recordings and 1 more pallet dropping, so he might just drop the pallet here. Drops it too late, so he's gonna use the pallet breaking recording, and Embalmer drops the pallet. So he was able to instantly get the knockdown, and now he's going to start slugging. This looks like very one-sided match, as GubGub is able to completely destroy IBI, and now going for the magician here, and yeah, this really looks like a foreman. No way for the survivors to come back from this.
100%. I think it is definitely worth mentioning, though, that it is being played as best as possible by both sides. With this tournament especially, there's a lot of newer players to the scene, so
yeah,
overall, the looks of it. Oh,
the survivors here are getting a lot of experience playing in the tournament, and looks like he was able to knock down the magician. But here's the thing: he can't just normally knock down the Embalmer and go for the magician, because Embalmer has a coffin. He has to get the knockdown, then go for a coffin. Embalmer clicks no on the coffin, so actually what was gonna happen is he could just go back to the magician, but no, he's gonna share the Embalmer here, it looks like, and this actually gives Embalmer a chance to get a funman. And
looking at it overall, the thing is with... Sorry, just looking at the Embalmer's persona, he might have bled out actually before he was able to pull that coffin up. The hunter hadn't shared them, because without the bar of time, there's no sticker.
Yeah, I mean, he does not really have a sticker, so that will be a little bit difficult. And the Embalmer, he could not really get the tangent here, so it looks like it's going to be a foreman elimination from Walmart once again. So what this means is that IBI Hunter has to get a foreman elimination himself. Otherwise, the matchup will end, and Team GubGub will take the win.
It was a very scary clerk overall. Very well played from both sides. I could see everyone was trying their best.
Yeah,
There's definitely some good tricks used.
Yeah, very good cipher control from Walmart survivors. They tried their best. They tried to beat him, but unfortunately they were unable to do so.
Just getting the...
I can't go in the spectator spot. The owners bunker.
There we go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Maybe
I'll get that full man again.
Maybe the hunter will play lizard, or the survivors will play the knight.
We'll have to see. I'll be cheering along either way. But they've definitely got to secure that 4-man in order to progress. Okay, just waiting for everyone to ready up and then the match should begin. Or should I say the picking phase should begin.
Yeah, so I am really wondering what the hunter is really going to pick this time. I mean, he could pick a meta hunter, but meta hunters usually struggle with getting a foreman here.
Yeah, this definitely isn't the meta map. Eversleeping would have been more the choice for that, but still good possibility of seeing a meta hunter in hopes of securing that full man. I'm wondering if maybe like an opera singer, that tends to be a fairly decent pick on the Red Church.
Opera singer, yeah, he has a very strong chase and can move around the map very quickly, but her cipher brush is very limited. She could mostly get a tie. Very hard to get a foreman with her. Looks like the hunter is banning the seer and the prospector. So prospector ban.
You're not seeing your favorite today by the looks of it.
Yeah, looks like no prospector, but prospector ban usually means NN. So this is what I'm expecting now. Now I'm expecting NN. I mean, she is a tie hunter, but the prospector ban usually gives away N. So looks like they're picking Fire Investigator. So Fire Investigator is very strong against NN. So I think what happened here is they pick Fire Investigator and Merc, both really good survivors at getting around the map. It looks like he's going to ban forward. And they're
not
going
liking
to
the harassers. Sorry.
You go.
No, it's all good. I was just saying, not liking the harassers by the looks of it, and the priestess ban as well to secure people from stopping them from traveling very quickly across the map. Could really be anyone at that point.
But banning a lot of stunning characters here, it looks like. So they're going with Perfumer and they're going with Barmaid. Barmaid now, if he goes on here, Barmaid and Perfumer can be a very strong chasing survival force here, especially the Perfumer. The Perfumer literally does not work against NN. It's very difficult to make it work. Looks like survivors are selecting talents now. And I'm expecting most of them to pick borrow time. They might pick suicide on Perfumer or on a Barmaid because they really just need one man out. They don't really have to go for a win or even a tie at all. Wow, he's picking photographer.
Oh wow!
When was the last time I saw that hunter in a competitive?
Yeah, I saw one fairly recently. I believe it was I can't remember what tournament it was, but there was a photographer used when it was a qualifier match. That's quite exciting to see, actually. We're going to see how the photographer fares. The issue is full voice chat usually makes Joseph not a very good pick in a tournament setting because of that fact. It is his best map though, so there is a good chance.
You know what's the best part? The last time I saw photographer being depicted in a competitive was when the situation was exactly like this. The hunter has to get a foreman, otherwise his team loses, and it actually worked. He actually managed to win and take over. So So there is
Yeah.
a chance that this photographer is very good here.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see this. I do like a photographer game. Seeing the survivors spawning in the corners to try and limit how much a photographer can get out the first camera by the looks of it. We'll have to see who they go after first.
Yeah, corner spawns here, usually very powerful against the photographer, makes it very difficult for him to hit multiple survivors here. When he spawns the camera world, he only has 45 seconds to move around the map, hitting the survivors.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where the camera spawned in that area as well, whether or not he's going to spawn close enough to it to get to it before the survivors are able to hide or not. I know that in Ever Sleeping there's a spawn where if you land there, basically right next to a camera sometimes. We'll have to see.
Yeah. All I know is that there is one camera on top of the cipher inside the church and on the red carpet area. I don't know any other camera.
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head from when I used to play Joseph. I believe there's one towards the broken ruins, the walls at the top next to the shack on that side of the map. And there's one closer to the graveyard as well, but I don't know if there's one directly there.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, there we go, right there.
It's actually right in front of him. He's gonna take the camera instantly. Fire investigator is hiding here. Let's see if he's going to be able to find him instantly. He's actually hiding right behind that wall. So I'm expecting him to find him quite quickly. Wait, he didn't
he
see
doesn't
him?
see him. Oh no!
Wow.
Oh, wait, maybe he did.
Wait, does he?
Yeah,
No, he does see. He does see it in the end, and now he's going to hit the fire investigator, and now this is a mind game. Where is fire investigator going to die? Looks like he's planning to die. Where his fake camera, he's faking himself has died, so in the top broken. It looks like this might actually work here. He's going in the bottom broken, trying to hit the mercenary, and he's gonna find the mercenary, and he has enough time to hit the mercenary and then share the fire investigator as well.
Very good choice hitting the mercenary like that so they can't heal up anymore.
Technically they can use the barmaid bottle here, they can counter it. Wait, he's
That is true. That is true.
And barmaid was killing him. Wow, this is exactly what the hunter wants. Finding the fire investigator instantly. There is no cipher progress at all, zero cipher progress, and it looks like barmaid and mercenary are meeting up for the heal.
Yeah, there we go. Very strong start by the looks of it for Joseph, which is what we want to see. Mercenary's got the drink though, so he's going to be able to come in for the rescue very soon. Yeah,
looks like we're seeing the mercenary coming in for the rescue, but survivors have a very good rebound potential. Fire investigator has 2 balls, and if he manages to drop the ball, then use the speed boost from it, he could gain a lot of distance, and he's gonna get hit. So photographer, very fast attack recovery speed. It looks like he's running full berserk as well, giving fire investigator no chance to rebound kite.
Yeah, I'm looking at the persona. I'm not sure if you are as well, but definitely leaning into the attack recovery there. Joseph's have actually got quite I can't speak today. Quite scary of how that attack recovery buff with the persona has been. I've seen a few Josephs where their attack recovery is next to nothing now. Yeah,
photographer actually has the fastest attack recovery speed and one of the faster one of the fastest pallet breaking speeds and window vaulting speed. So that makes him quite scary when he's chasing a survivor. Looks like fire investigator did get a ball, getting a lot of distance. Perfumer also managing to get free rescue. He's trying to trick the fire investigator, and fire investigator is not falling for it. looks like he's gone. He's long gone, and just by trying to trick him, he completely lost him, and now he has to change targets.
Yeah, unfortunately with the voice chat, it makes it a bit harder in order to trick like that when the survivors can see where you are with that. Looks like, yeah, completely lost.
And now he's chasing the perfumer. Yeah, he has to chase the perfumer, and perfumer can use these perfumes to kite quite a while. Wait a second, Pioneer Investigator is right here, but he does not
Yeah,
see
I
the
was gonna
Pioneer
say.
Investigator.
Oh no.
Okay,
Perfumer's
fine.
also still got a perfume. Not when you want to chase us to Joseph, especially with no blink.
Okay, looks like he's still chasing the perfumer, and because she was not able to injure the perfumer on the first rescue, the perfumers are very effective. Now he's gonna take the camera ward as well, and and this is still looking like a winning position for the survivors. But there is a chance that photographer teleports on the fire investigator and downs him. Looks like he's only gonna hit Parmamide once, and going after the mercenary, no, going after the Parmite, it looks like, and
Only one
he,
cipher's being worked. Oh, sorry. Only one cipher's being worked on at the minute by the looks of it. Oh, no. Everyone's getting back on that as I say that.
they have a lot of cipher progress, it looks like, and he's gonna chair the mercenary here. And going in the real world, teleports on the fire investigator. Yeah, he didn't find
Perfect.
him, and now he's gonna go after the mercenary or the fire investigator. Looks like he's
Yeah.
going after the fire.
Oh, able to squeeze in.
Yeah, fire unfortunately could not block the photographer, but this is a very strong hiding area for the fire investigator. He has the ball, he needs so much distance, he has a flywheel, he has this very good hiding area to kite it. At Shaq, there are so many windows here, and looks like photographer pair might even be able to get the knockdown very quickly. Again, photographer walks windows very quickly, so fire investigator might not even be able to make it. He made it barely, and he flywheel to survive the heat, and it really looks like fire can kite for quite a while.
Yeah, he's got to a good spot with the pallets.
Taking a photo here, and he's gonna down the fire investigator fake body, but it does not matter. It does not matter. They can just pop the cipher, and they can open the gate before the photo world even ends. So he's gonna hit the perfumer fake body. Perfumer goes in the fake world in front of the hunter. So now he's gonna cheer. Is he gonna not share the fake body perfumer? Yeah, he is. And he might even be able to find the perfumer here and get a one-man escape that way. But it looks like GubGub is going to be able to win this. He's gonna teleport, goes in the real world, and it looks like survivors managed to get off the gate just in time.
I think it's also worth noting that Joseph does not have detention.
Yeah, they could get a farmman here. There's a chance. He's chasing a barmaid, but oh, he tricked them. He's going after the mercenary. But this gate has so much progress that if barmaid and mercenary push it, honestly, they could open it. Looks like he's gonna be able to get the knockdown here on the mercenary, and Perfume is also dead, and oh, he barely could not get a hit. So now it looks, yeah, it really looks like a three-man mercenary. He's gonna get hit. He does have delayed effect, but he won't be able to go anywhere with it.
No, running towards the dungeon, but definitely not gonna make that.
Yeah, looks like it's not even gonna be close. They're they're all going to be able to get out here. Yeah, and this means GubGub is going to win. very one-sided matchup here. GubGub destroying IBI, and yeah, congratulations to GubGub, and very good job from both sides. IBI, they tried their best, but but in the end, GubGub managed to overpower them and win the matchup.
Yeah, it's very well played overall, especially that Joseph gameplay. The beginning was such a strong start, being able to find the fire investigator straight away. Definitely hope that. Oh, sorry, go
on. No.
Yeah.
You go on.
Well, just thinking over it, I really hope IBI do continue to play, and I hope this has served as an experience for them as well, and I hope it encourages them to play more in tournaments, because I would like to see more, especially that was some good Joseph gameplay from what I could see.
Yeah, it really looked like they tried their best. I don't know if this was their first tournament or not, but usually every team starts off quite weak, and then as the time goes on, they get stronger. So if they keep playing, I'm expecting them to get stronger and stronger as the time goes on.
Perfect. Well, when is the next match for today? I believe that's tomorrow's schedule.
Is it at 5 p.m.? No, I think it's at 7 p.m. EST.
Yes, I will be commentating for that match as well, so I will be there with Sylvester. Unless things change, of course, but so far I should be there. Yeah, hopefully we get to see you guys there as well. Good game to everyone, and I hope everyone enjoyed playing and watching. Yeah, that ends today's matchup.